Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. So I love a blue colour palette, but I also love working with metallics. So I thought, why not combine both? So today I'm combining some blues and some metallics, and I'm really hoping to create an interesting design. So I'm going to pick a few blues, I'm going to pick a few metallics, merge them together and do a creation. I'll take you down now so you can see the canvas that I'm using and all those colours that I'm also going to use as part of my colour palette. So remember, each video that I release, there's a description box. If you expand that description box, it lists in there lots of information, including my ratios and consistencies. I don't keep those secret. I always list those on every video. I list the brands of paint that I'm using and lots of hints and tips along the way too. And also how you can get in contact with me if you want to. I'd love to see the work that you're creating too. So I'm excited that you're here. Thank you so much for all of your support. Let's merge those colours together. Let's play around with the blues. Let's play around with the metallics and let's create something nice. So let's see what we can create. So here's my colour palette. I wanted to use a couple of metallics. So I've got the Pebeo Iridescent Copper and Iridescent Gold. I've got three blues. They're by Amsterdam. I've got the Skylight Blue, the Prussian Blue and the Metallic Blue. And then I'm also adding in a black. That's Lamp Black by Amsterdam. So there's my colour palette with the brands. And here are my colours all mixed up. So I've got my gold and my copper. 1 part paint, 1 part water, 3 parts pouring medium. And that's the same for all of these colours, including the black. And you can see here the consistency that you're looking for is it falls off the spatula, back into the cup and disappears. I'll list all my ratios, my brands of paint, my pouring medium, all in the description box. So please check that out if you'd like more information. But there's my paint, so that's my colour palette. I think it looks a great colour palette. I can't wait to do this. Merging the blues with the metallics is going to be so much fun. So, let's go. So I'm just using some gloves, just putting some gloves on my hands just to protect my skin. And the cups that you can see on my canvas are silicone made, and I purchased them here in the UK at a store called The Range. I'm sure there's many other places that sell them, but that's where I got these. And you'll see this cup has 3 compartments. You can see it's very squidgy. And then this cup has 2 compartments. There we go, all made of silicone. And the idea is to use my paints and place 1 colour in each compartment. But I do want the metallics separated, so the copper and the gold will go in separate cups. So I'm just going to take 1 colour at a time and fill each section of the cup. So this is the iridescent gold, and I'm just going to place the gold in this end section of the triple section cup. So all the way up. I've got enough paint in my cups. I'm probably going to fill these up a couple of times, but I just want to show you how I'm going to place the colours in each of the cups one at a time. Now this is one of my most favourite colours, a Prussian blue. So I want that in this cup next to the gold. But because this is going to be a split cup kiss, the intention is that these paints will all mix and merge together anyway when they're being poured from the cups onto the canvas. But I'll talk about more of that shortly. Okay, so I have my cups full of paint. So there's 5 different colours, 3 colours in one cup, 2 colours in another. They're made of silicone, so they are quite wobbly. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some care when I pick the cups up and tip them together. So you can see there, the paint is in each of the cups. I'm just going to pick both of the cups up and I'm going to place the cups almost together as I pour the paint from the cup onto the canvas. I'm going to do that quite low down. I'm not holding my cups too high, but as you can see here, as I tip the cups, I'm just tipping the cups together. The paint meets before it hits that canvas. I'm just swirling it around. I'm not staying in one place. And I'm going to just let that paint flow from the cups onto the canvas. So the paint has now all left that cup. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to refill those cups with the same colours in those same compartments. And I'm going to do one more split cup kiss. I'm really loving how those colours are merging together. So let me refill my cups and then we'll do some more kissing. So we're all done filling the paint up in the cups, but this time I'm going to switch sides. I'm just going to swap those cups over. So the gold and the 2 blues are in my left hand, or the right hand that you can see on the screen, and the other ones in the other hand. And again, I'm just going to allow those cups to touch, to kiss, as I pour the paint onto the canvas. And I'm just slowly moving around. I'm not staying in one place. Just be really interested to create some different patterns. And I'm thinking, as I come to the end of this cup pour, this split cup kiss, I'm just going to move the cups more towards me and then back again, because I know when I stretch this out, that's going to then create a different pattern in the middle. So I'm just going to ensure all the paint has left the cup. I'll place the cups to one side and then I'm going to stretch this canvas out. That was a lot of fun. I've got to say, I'm going to use those cups again in a future creation, so watch out for more of those. And let me know in the comments below what colour palette you'd like me to use. Give me some colour inspiration. So there we go, there's a close-up. You can see how that's all left the cup onto the canvas. And now this is really about opening up the pattern that we've created. So I'm picking up my canvas and I'm just swirling it in a circular motion, round and round, letting that paint move across that surface area. And then when I'm ready, when I feel like I've got good coverage on that surface area, I'm going to start pushing the paint over the edges and down the sides. You'll see that I turn my canvas each time, and I'm just going to push that paint now over the edges, into the corner and down the side. I always say try not to rush the process, but enjoy being immersed into that creation process itself. Don't worry about that end result, just be in the here and now and really enjoy that moment. So I would always say if you're enjoying the video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, share it out. And that really helps me reach new people across YouTube who might be interested in the content that I produce. So thank you so much in advance for doing that. So onto this design, you can see that I'm just stretching that paint out across the canvas. I'm just taking my time and I'm really looking at the pattern that's being created. I'm tilting in different directions, pushing more of that copper off down the edges, bringing that skylight blue into this corner with the gold and then pushing it back on itself again to ensure that I'm happy with that composition. I'm going to tidy my edges up and I'm going to take you in now for a close-up of the wet version. I've got to say, I'm loving all those blues together, all those different tones of blue mixed with that copper and that gold. I really, really love that part just there. So I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to place this to one side and I'll take you in for a look at the dry version. So here we go. This is the dry version. It hasn't changed much at all. The tones of the paint have remained vibrant. I'm going to apply a gloss varnish to this. When the weather's a little bit nicer here in the UK, I will get around to doing all my varnishing. And I always use a spray varnish. That just helps me create a consistent layer. A big thank you to each and every one of you for all of your support. Thank you for being here with me today and each week. It's so great that you're here with me. And let me know in the comments below if you've enjoyed this creation. And is there a particular technique you'd like me to try as well? Drop those ideas in the comments. I read each and every one of them. So a big thank you for that as well. I really enjoy hearing your feedback. Have a great week ahead and I hope I get to see you again in the next video. Take care everyone and I'll see you real soon. Bye.